Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different on my channel. My family and I are in the process of doing a kind of waste-less lifestyle, not waste-free because we don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves to do that. But I want to share with you kind of like a starter kit or the products that we are using in our household that work for us. We believe that if everyone just does a little bit, then that would work so tremendously for our environment. And I feel it's more successful to try and do little bits here and there, for me anyway, instead of trying to like dive in all the way, and then the next thing you know, it's so overwhelming that you kind of like quit. I have been known to do that before, so this is what works for us. And so the first few products I want to talk to you about are hygiene products. So I make my own conditioner. I just buy a bar that has no packaging. I mix it with coconut oil and boiling hot water, and once it's soft I mix it all up, and then this is the end result. And we also use the bars of soap for cleansing the body. I think there's like a barcode sticker on them, and that is it. I also use a safety razor. I will not go back to using disposable razors. I don't know why society ever moved away from the safety razor. I find these absolutely incredible. I've only used a handful, and I've had these for months, and I believe this package that has 100 of blades cost me less than $10 on Amazon. So yeah, I get many uses out of these, and I love it to pieces. I love this, and it is a learning curve to use it, but where there is a will, there is a way. So the other thing I use for my hygiene is a Diva cup. Again, another learning curve. I almost gave up on this, but after a few cycles, yes, a few, I did learn how to use it. So there's that. And then as a backup, I will wear a cloth pad sometimes, because there's just some days are heavier than others. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend these cloth pads. Wow, what a tongue twister. These cloth pads, they're not my favorite, but I'm using them because I have them, and I only need to use them certain days. So there's that. What else do I do? Oh, I only use face cloths. I don't use makeup wipes or anything like that. The other reason for me doing that is my skin is very sensitive, so the least amount of steps possible while really cleansing my face is what I need to do for my skin, and it kind of lines up with my waste-less lifestyle to only use a face cloth for cleansing. And another thing that I just realized that my pump was on, so sorry if that's in the background. Wow. But another thing that we want to do and haven't done yet is DIY toothpaste and deodorant. And I need to get some bamboo toothbrushes. I have looked into getting those, haven't found the one that I really like yet. So that's why we don't have those, but they're coming. They're on our list. In our bedroom, I buy secondhand clothing. I've quit fast fashion. I don't buy new clothes anymore unless it is absolutely necessary. I did have to buy a new jacket this winter. I went as long as I could without one because I was trying to find one in a thrift store, and they never had them. I feel like everyone else had the same idea I did and were buying them up. So I had to go and buy one of those. I did get some new pieces for Christmas. This is a new shirt that were gifted to me, but for myself and my children and my husband, we do not buy new clothes unless absolutely necessary. I decluttered my closet and my dresser, only wearing the pieces and keeping the pieces that I actually wear. And I find my laundry has significantly changed, way less laundry to wash, so I'm saving water, and way less hassle and thinking in the morning as to what am I going to wear. So that has helped us tremendously as well. Oh, and I buy minimal decor or any decor. I don't really buy like fast fashion decor and decorate my house for every new season and all this. Mostly like pictures, family pictures and stuff is what you will find throughout my household. So yeah, on to the next one. The next category that I have is cleaning. So what I use for dusting is this dusting mitt from Norwex. A good friend of mine sells this, and I bought like a starter kit from her. I love this. It literally picks up everything. You don't see dust flying in the sunlight when you're trying, it grabs everything. So I can use it time after time, and then once it starts to look kind of grimy, that's when I throw it in the wash. And you're supposed to use you want to use a cleaner that doesn't leave like a film so that these work to their best potential. Another thing that I bought that I got in the kit, I think, is this EnviroCloth. These replace Lysol wipes for me. I tested this and I wiped all of my surfaces that I would normally wipe with a Lysol wipe, let it dry down, and then I went over it with this, and there was a scummy handprint from all the grime that this picked up from those surfaces. So I love this. I know that it works, and it's replaced something disposable in my household. This is a window cloth. We use these instead of paper towel now to wash our window, and we don't even need to use Windex. I usually I start with this and then I follow with this. That shows how often I actually wash my windows, but I do it. It works. And I also replaced paper towels altogether. I haven't bought those in months. These are from Norwex. These replace the paper towels. These are called kitchen cloths, I believe. And I use those mostly because they're so pretty. I use them to clean up like water spills or to wash off my vegetables. And these I use pretty much for everything else. I bought these, it's like a package of 12 off of Amazon. And I have one designated for my bacon grease. That was something I ran into when I was cooking bacon. I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And I used one of these for the bacon grease, and now because that one is so stained, I know that that's the one to use whenever I decide to cook bacon or sausage in the morning. So yeah, the dish soap bottle that you guys can see behind me, it's almost empty, but there is a place in my community that you can go and refill those. I haven't done it yet because I haven't run out. When my daughter, who was the one that told me about this, we had a few bottles to go through. So now that I'm almost out, we'll be able to utilize that resource. So I'm looking forward to that. And the other thing we've cut out, we have not replaced, is dryer sheets. We do not need them. So I just don't use them anymore. And that's working for us. So in my kitchen, we use glass containers to go to the bulk barn and buy our pastas and dry goods and spices. And anytime I buy a container of something at the grocery store, I try to buy it in glass, like whether it's like a pasta sauce or something. And then I know that I can wash that container and reuse it later. So we do that quite frequently. I have a French press here that we use, and we can buy our coffee and grind it ourselves fresh at the bulk barn. So then you have your coffee that I put in a mason jar, the French press, sugar from the bulk barn, and there you go, you have a waste-free coffee. If you take milk, then you get a milk container that you can recycle. So there you go, that's how we have our coffee now. We use reusable mugs for traveling with our coffee or water. And The other thing, obviously when we go and get groceries, we use reusable bags and reusable produce bags. What I will say about these is I actually don't even find that I use them anymore. Just so happened one day I went to the grocery store and I forgot them, and I was all in a panic, like, what am I gonna do? Oh no, I have to use plastic. And then I thought, this is ridiculous. I can put them in my cart and put them in my reusable bag and wash them when I get home. I wash them anyway. So ever since that specific time, I haven't used these. So you decide what you want to do. I know grocery carts are kind of but if you wash your fruits and veggies anyway before you consume them, you could save your money here. But if you really feel like you need to put your veggies in something, then these are on Amazon. You can buy them in a variety pack. I use these. They were gifted to me. I have two, and these. There's a large one and a small one for lunches and storing stuff in the fridge. I use these beeswax wraps. I bought 2 different packages for a variety. These work well for sealing off bowls, or if you cut like a vegetable and you want to wrap the rest up in the fridge. These are a learning curve as well. Once they're like good and molded, like they really stay, like how you mold them. When they're fresh and new, you gotta work them in a bit. So don't give up on these if you go to use them and you're like, they don't work. They really gotta kind of be molded in a little bit. So yeah, the other thing I have is this. I keep this in my car. So I have a fork, a spoon, and a stainless steel straw. So if I'm ever out and about and I just cannot wait till I get home to get something to eat, then I have this with me, and I feel a little bit better about myself and all the turtles in the sea if I use my reusable straw. And the other thing is we did have chickens in our backyard. If you can't do that, whatever, but we had chickens in our backyard to get fresh eggs. So that was something that we were doing to provide food for ourselves. And we knew like where the food was coming from, and we didn't have to buy the egg cartons at the store. We do not have chickens at the moment. I will get chickens again someday. We just need to predator proof a little bit better than we did last time, because we live out in the country, and yeah, it was bound to happen. We cannot free range our chickens. So yeah. Oh, did I talk about the mop yet? That was part of my cleaning category. I use that mop when I want to do like a quick mop, instead of using my old Swiffer and having to use a Swiffer like wet pad every single time. I just use that from Norwix as well. That was part of the kit. Yeah, so that is basically my starter kit for a waste-less lifestyle. Again, my family and I do not pressure ourselves to be perfect. We feel like we're doing our part. We recycle our bottles and our cardboard and our paper and our plastic. And I do try to buy vegetables and fruits without packaging at all in the grocery store. Like instead of buying a bag of plastic apples, I'll buy a few apples individually. Does it cost more? Yes, but it lines up with what we are trying to do. And we always found we ended up throwing apples away anyway, because they would go bad before we had a chance to eat them all. So, there's just things that we've learned that has worked for our family. I do want to, not necessarily a shout out, but what has inspired me to start this journey was Heal Your Living. She is a YouTuber. I love watching her videos. She's just very soothing and calming to listen to anyway, but she does have a lot of good information if you're at all interested in getting started. I would check out her channel too. And yeah, I hope you guys can take something away from this. I hope you enjoyed something a little different on my channel, and if you liked it, then please come back and join us again. Like and subscribe. I'm really terrible at this outro. I super duper apologize, but yeah, come on back and watch another video. Bye guys. Hey guys, I just wanted to hop back on here right quick because I'm editing the video and I realized that I forgot to mention that I will have some links to the products I mentioned down below, and whatever I don't have linked, I'm sure you can find with a quick Google search or something. So yeah, just wanted to let you know those links will be down below. Some may be affiliate links, which helps me out, and I would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, just wanted to hop on quick and mention that. And again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.